Well, there, lovely good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime Chat Show. Sincere apologies to all you our viewers out there for bringing the show 9 minutes late. This was due to overrunning in our programming. However, we are glad that you could still make it and join us on Lunchtime Chat Show. And if you are watching us via the Topsa decoder, it is of course channel 102. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is KBN, and make sure that you like and follow the page on Facebook, which is KBN TV. I'm Tapelo Joe and I'm your host for the next 1 hour. Now, much later in the program, we'll be joined by Patriotic Front National Youth Vice Chairman Benja Suwila, and we'll be talking about what transpired yesterday in Chawama, where there was some form of violence between amongst Patriotic Party cadres, feeling that they have been aggrieved, that there was a funeral. Their chairman passed on in Chawama, and apparently the higher executives or the party or senior party officials want a different person to replace him. However, the members, the structures in Chawama want the late chairman who passed on to be replaced by his deputy. So this is somehow bringing wrangles in the structures in Chawama. And the IG, Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kakoma Kanganja, has issued a stern warning to cadres out there. And according to a statement that the IG issued, it reads as follows. The IG has warned all those PF youths who are involved in yesterday's public disorder that police will catch up with them. Inspector General of Police Kakoma Kanganja said that in a statement. Now, Mr. Kanganja said the violent clash involving two groups of PF cadres in Lusaka's Chawama area yesterday. Mr. Kanganja further said cadres caused anarchy and disturbed the peace of innocent members of the public. He said this was in a statement that was issued. Now, as we wait for Mr. Benja Suwila, the National Youth League Vice Chairman for the Patriotic Front, who will be appearing on Lunchtime Chat Show with me here to discuss, among other issues, political violence, intra-party and outside the party. So we'll be talking about that much later. So don't go away. Tell your friends to tell their friends that Lunchtime Chat is on, as you are now taking a break from your work. We have to make sure that you do enjoy this show. We'll go on a video of one of Patriotic Front members who was expressing his sadness and what the Secretary General of the party, Mr. Davis Mwila, has to do. Here is the clip from Innocent Kalimanshi.
Hey, boss wa SG. Hey, boss wesu. Twadabwe vyama okutisika kuno kuchawama. Kuno kuchawama constituency amani alifwa. And then bena wa district state bete vice wakwe oba pango kwe batabe. Turebo mfa 2 days bale kwatama meeting before tokushika tabarashika. Aya ko batwa pango omuntu wabombi. No ma constitution ya party. Aya kwiso ba pose ya advice okwali mutundu rutarwere tafuire. Vice unisho balefo kumupostera ikamabulire vice abombe nabantu bena balefo abakwate omuntu wabo balefo ko batu babikepo so boss ba SG tureba imo boss no kino manga mwangu echongo atilimbi chongo cha bulamano chongo cha mano cause vice wakwe epwali tafuye no mabale balafo basendo omuntu wakani wamoto ikaba panshi aikaba beshoku areshoku no ma boss party ya kwisa Pati oko ile ani kuisa pati amyo kwenda umantu matumba abantu ifo na abakana boss
Okay, so that was one of Patriotic Front members there, Innocent Kalimanshi, expressing his displeasure according to what is happening within the party and how the late Chawama leader has to be replaced. According to him, he needs to be replaced by his deputy, unlike bringing a different person. But this and more will be highlighted by Mr. Benjaswila much later in the program as he joins us to come and discuss some of these issues, among them political violence. And yesterday we did see that police officers, uniformed police officers, were at the UPND secretariat in Lusaka, where they went to search the premises of the secretariat. So we want to find out, and seeing that some sections of society were saying that the police service is not being fair. There were some complaints, some concerns from different stakeholders saying that the police are somehow compromised, especially among political parties and among political cadres. There have been concerns blaming the police that they are compromised, but here is the Inspector General of Police issuing out a stern warning to the ruling Patriotic Front cadres, telling them that their days are numbered and that police would definitely catch up with perpetrators that caused the public disorder in Chawama yesterday. And yesterday, like I mentioned, we saw the police searching UPND premises, which means from the way we look at it, the law is being applied fairly, because it doesn't matter whether you are in the ruling party or you are in the opposition party. When you break the law, definitely the law will visit you. And the statement continues to read, the IG said all public activities such as meetings, processions and protests were guided by the Public Order Act. Therefore, all those who wish to undertake such activities should always engage the police. The cadres took to the streets of Chawama and blocked some roads, thereby causing panic and fear to the public. So that is the statement that has been issued by Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kakoma Kanganja, issuing out a stern warning to Patriotic Front cadres that became unruly and protested in Chawama yesterday, because apparently they are aggrieved according to how the party is handling the issue of replacing, or rather putting their new chairman, or selecting their new chairman, because the predecessor unfortunately did pass away. So there have been misunderstandings. And talking about Innocent Kalimanshi himself, the Secretary General from the Patriotic Front, we want to find out from Mr. Benjaswila as he comes. Previously, the SG, Patriotic Front Secretary General, Mr. Davis Mwila, did make mention that this gentleman is suspended from the party and he was disowned, but he continues to be part of the Patriotic Front rallies, he continues to be part of the Patriotic Front cadres. So we'd like to find out what really is happening in the ruling Patriotic Front as regards the conduct of the cadres which took place yesterday, where public disorder was caused by unruly cadres that protested because they feel aggrieved by decisions being made by senior party officials in the structures in Chawama constituency in that particular ward. So in a few minutes, Mr. Benjaswila, the National Youth Vice Chairman from the Patriotic Front, will be joining us to clarify these matters and just bring us up to speed with what the party is intending to do to those cadres that became unruly yesterday. Are they going to grant the cadres' wishes? Are they going to institute a disciplinary action or actions towards those cadres? We are yet to find out, so don't go away. Make sure that you stay glued, because it is about to get interesting here on Lunchtime Chat Show. We quickly take a break. When we come back, we continue with Lunchtime Chat Show. Don't go away.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. lya chalo bengi kyabatasha pantu nanebo walinjibila mano pantu iwe nempofu shaliaza ala kukumbwa na bulaza bengi kyabamini na make chali wama walisanga kaleini original beauty ekangutomone na futi na kafara na Gucci kalemone kasimupi yelelele wachila mubusuma iwambela walenge filima kyatokomela wanjikata kumama kumayea mama yale mamiwe usuma bwachilamo nakindishibepanganda kutibaswamo mamiwe usuma bwachilamo nakindishibebanogo kutibaswamo kantiwe walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala duti yako ngaba nakutakatira ndiwe ndiawuzose nimafuno kumbatira ninja typene wamakwatira olo ikakana bise kungo papatira ndaba backside yako ikatopatira siningakane olo wanitakatira ulimonga luba so nifanikotirira bali wewe nisharisha nifanikopira iwe ni supu tetete walinenganenga mami wewewe neva ukulie chirieriere ndebalisha mongosa mazalezale umanivesa manengu nenende monga kamwana nili na lunenge nifotokoze nifotokoze wachilamo busuma iwe mvela walenga vilimba vyatokomela wanjikata kumama kumaea mama ea mamiwe busuma bwachilamo nakindishibepanganda kutibaswamo mamiwe busuma bwachilamo nakindishibebanogo kutibaswamo kantiwe walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala pingule ngombe chawamana papa nangubenga pingule mbelele chawamana papa nangubenga pingula motoka chawamana papa nangubenga pingule nganda chawamana papa pantu iwe walenge filipa kwatokomela wanjikata kumama kumaea yatokoma yatokomela aseksi natoyalo konyela ize mami ize yani ize wentwenukane ize mami mamiwe obusuma bwachilamo nakindishibepanganda kutibaswamo mamiwe obusuma bwachilamo nakindishibebanogo kutibaswamo kantiwe walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala walilowa waliwama iswiti mbalala suma wachilamo yepasuka nakindishibepanganda kutibaswamo suma wachilamo akachizuza on my back ayaya papito waliwama balada ayaya papito Mr. Bruce shipwe na mwana wajakalanganya tuli bantu promotion Z24 Liteta.
This one be upset the sugar production them shoulda know. Shut up.
Yatokomera asexy na toyano konyera ize mami ize yani ize wepenuka ize mami yeah.
So I'm going to my diary. Come on, I'm living to my diary. It's funny. Katuga ngondo kakati sungiri waje masengiri to you. Say aya. Shimbe kamonga yese mahiro. Kasi papita ma yesi you. Say aya. Baba. Ushakani kukala pepata wese kukala kudala. Ushakani mukumbuka mwene teso kondela na kudala. Do you miss me baby? Remember how they this? Hush up on your waist, me coulda give you the best. Cause I miss you baby. Remember those days? You give me even on it. Nikudala na kuona po. Nikudala na kuona po. Kukuyeva matenda yesi yafona. Oh gosh, I'm missing you baby. Memory lane, as I break down. Tears keep falling from my eyes as I break down. Can't believe me miss it too much. Oh gosh, this feeling is killing me so bad. Mawakazi bonse niwe baby. Wese kune siwa wino niwe baby. Nikola kwa pena uchita apologize. Siwa zolema kune chita advice. Sigama kutitibwe zane. But picture this, tika titibwe zane. Story ya tuinga fiki pa. Ukwe ulili ukaniza pa. Do you miss me baby? Remember how they this? Hush up on your waist, me coulda give you the best. Cause I miss you baby. Remember those days? You give me even on it. Nikudala na kuona po. Nikudala na kuona po. Kukuyewa matenda yesi yafona. Oh gosh, I miss you baby. Nikudala na kuona po. Nikudala na kuona po. Kukuyewa matenda yesi yafona. Oh gosh,
yes.
I miss you baby.
I na ma S ya biliwe Satala fuluka pwex libilino Moved on but nchilinda kufuluka Obviously one this is Sophie kuluka Pagokola tarikari nikiwaba The only girl away from me never naba Tapali na fimbi ini nostalgia Delonesa picture my words louder Demo fakatini yesterday Kwatini mailo na lilala next na day Sikashana kwa tuwebo nga mumona po kuisanga Temma memory na lifwana
Nikudala na kuona po. Nikudala na kuona po. Kukuyewa matenda yesi yafona. Oh gosh, I miss you baby. Nikudala na kuona po. Nikudala na kuona po. Kukuyewa
eyes and said I can't do this. I need a loyal man and you just another Judas. Wajaila daily kunipitisa mufintu. Sala uzivi cheat and I need in a quarter. Baby, I'm in your chains and I need to break free. We really need a break and I need to take 3. Dimwe mulenge sakutiva kazi chizipaya. Before tafika now koine awe baby naya. Now I'm all alone, sitting there broken. Ashtray in my hand, cigarette smoking. Looking back thinking all the girls I was poking. My baby gone, thought she was joking.
I won't cry, but I won't cry. All on you putting in a Colombia, baby, ting and call it passing no camera, so I won't cry, baby, I won't cry. As long as I forget you, I forget you. As long as I forget you, I forget you.
So like, I can't even like do this anymore. Like, what is this, seriously? Like, how many times are you gonna be doing this type of shit? No, honestly, like, how many times? No, what? Tell me, what's your explanation? What's your explanation? I don't even want to hear it, seriously. I don't even want to hear it. I can't even do this.
I forget you. As long as I forget you, I forget you.
Nisiba walema kukuvutisa, baby nitaka kuchimwisa, but I didn't need it, no I didn't need it. Baby osanipanisha, baby osanije with my life, no lie. Why you wanna do shit on me, oh you know I'm only human, I make mistakes, and I'm gonna do everything it takes. Calm down my baby.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, thank you so much for still joining us. We hope you are enjoying your lunch. We are waiting for Mr. Benjamin Swila. Unfortunately, he has sent us a text that he is unable to make it for the show. We had extended an invitation to him and he had assured us that he will be with us. However, we have Mr. Trevor Mwinde from the United Party for National Development to help us discuss this very important topic as regards political violence and really what transpired or what is transpiring in these political parties. Are they taming their cadres, both the opposition and the ruling party? How is their conduct of their cadres? The IG has issued out a stern warning, and I believe it goes to all cadres from different political parties, whether in the ruling party or in the opposition party. So we are getting in touch with Mr. Trevor Mwinde to help us discuss this very important topic. Mr. Mwinde, good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime Chat.
Good afternoon, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm alright, sir. How's the afternoon so far?
The afternoon is quite okay, sir.
Okay, now just bring us up to speed. Yesterday, uniformed policemen visited the UPND Secretariat. Just kindly tell us, what was the purpose of the uniformed police officers visiting the UPND Secretariat?
The uniformed police officers were at our secretariat. They were claiming that they were looking for their warrant, the search warrant they had was written that they were looking for some NRCs.
Okay.
National registration cards. As such, that's how far I can say, because there was a lawyer who was present. The police officers that came, they were uniformed police officers and plain-crossed police officers from force headquarters.
Okay. Now I would like to find out from you, in as much as you don't want to say much about this very issue, but the public is anxious out there. They want to know exactly what transpired, seeing that you are the National Youth Secretary General and you were present during the time of the search. We want to find out from you so that we can put it on record. Did they find any extra NRCs at the party secretariat yesterday during the search?
would like to say thank you for that question, sir. We leave it up to the Zambia police to disclose. We anticipate and do believe that probably they would soon revisit their position of what they were looking for, because as far as the United Party for National Development we are concerned, these people never found anything incriminating. These people, they did their search for more than 2 hours. And would also like to say thank you to some Zambia police officers, senior Zambia police officers, though antagonistic they were, but they exhibited some degree of patience when we told them to wait. But otherwise, as far as we are concerned as United Party for National Development, it has become the order of the day where we are met by policemen, either charged or taken to the detention centers with or without any charge whatsoever. Some of us have been on that road several times, and we have met it with smiling faces. But all we can say is that it is not very good in the eyes of the public and local and internationally. The perception of the political party and the perception of the general hospitable attitude of a Zambian is being misunderstood in the international community based on our behaviors.
Okay. Now let me find out from you, Mr. Mwinde. Yesterday when the police visited, in fact, before the police officers visited the party secretariat, the UPND party secretariat, earlier in the day, your Secretary General, Mr. Stephen Katuka, and one member from the media team by the name of Anthony Walia were summoned at police force headquarters, and later Mr. Anthony Walia was detained. Just kindly tell us what led them to go to the police station, or why were they summoned at police force headquarters yesterday?
Thank you. As I speak to you, you may be aware that the Secretary General in due course will be able to address the nation, but I will speak on behalf of Mr. Anthony Walia, because I've had an opportunity to visibly visit him just some few minutes ago. I had a chance to visit him when I took him some foodstuffs at Kawata Police. I would like to say thank you very much for bringing out that question. Anthony is in high spirits, and Anthony, he has been detained by a non-police officer from force headquarters. He has been detained without any well-known charge explained to him, as the lawyers have already explained. I do not want, I'm speaking very carefully because I don't want to dilute the legal kind of expectations and the legal work that which is to be done on the case, should there be a case, because as far as we are concerned, Anthony has not been warned.
Has he been charged formally? Has he been formally charged?
He has not been formally charged, and he has not even been properly informed that you have done such a case, except when he was being transferred from force headquarters to Kabwata, where the police officer who was handling the case just called force headquarters to find out what charge he was to be given. That's the first time he heard about the case, which is, they are saying, is forgery and uttering. So we find it very weird in the sense that politics, the way they are happening right now in Zambia, they have not been practiced like that in any time from the time that I started thinking, because we have seen the MMD, we saw the MMD trying to grow this very democracy that which we are enjoying as Zambian citizens, but we do realize that our friends, I don't know where they have become so much paranoid, and I don't know where they have gotten the spirit of fear, and the spirit of confusion, the spirit of detaining and disturbing the peace of other citizens.
Okay.
We do realize and we want to make the Zambians know that out of this brutality, out of this intimidation, out of these unlawful detentions, and out of all these forceful accusations, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, let me find out from you, Mr. Mwinde, what is the current position of the party regarding Mr. Anthony Bwalia's detention at Kabwata police station?
Well, we as a political party, we are not at war with the Zambia police. We must put that very clearly on record. We are not at war with the Zambia police. But we have been put in a very awkward position to start to imagine whether the PF party, the PF as a political party, did come into power using a gun or using intimidation or brutality. Because otherwise, we have been left with no reasons to start thinking at PF as an institution that which would want to liberate the Zambians and bring about good governance. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as we are concerned as the United Party for National Development, we'll leave it up to the courts of law to make a dedicated and devoted decision, well-calculated decision. And we also want to speak to the Zambian police, the one in charge, Inspector General Kanganja. We have a lot of respect amidst the insults, amidst the terminologies that which are being used against us as cockroaches.
Mr. Mwinde, talking about the IG has issued out a statement warning Patriotic Front cadres yesterday who caused a public disorder in Chawama because apparently they feel aggrieved. Those are internal party issues, but yes, they feel aggrieved, and yesterday they caused the public disorder in Chawama constituency, and the IG has sent out a stern warning those cadres that their days are numbered, and the police service will deal with them. How do you look at this statement? Because the IG has been accused on many occasions to be one-sided or to apply the law, not applying the law fairly. But here is the IG warning the ruling Patriotic Front cadres. How did you receive that statement?
The Inspector General of Police is he's a water talker, and when I say water talker, he's a person that is full of warnings to the people that are wearing the PF legaria. When it comes to the UPND, he pulls up his socks and he moves for detentions and arrests. We are not going to run a country that which is full of warnings, and we are not going to run a country that which is divided on the basis of what is good for the goose must be good for the gander. So we must also realize that the UPND people are people with family, people with feelings, people who have brains that are sitting on top of their shoulders. People must not use their status and their service opportunity, because it's a privilege and an opportunity to serve in that service. That's why there are dismissals. That's why there's national interest. That's why there's public interest. So we will not be able to take any warnings by the IG standing, because what has been happening is that at the order and at the dictates of a political cadre, the IG carries out arrests. Even myself, I'm a potential person that is supposed to be in detention. I've been summoned on several occasions by the force headquarters on charges of almost similar to those that my colleague is facing in the Kawata cells right now. So
Okay.
say,
Talking about arrests, you are not a new person to prison or to police detention. You have been arrested before. Just bring us up to speed. What were the charges the time that you were arrested? The first time you were arrested and sentenced?
In 2015, it began just like the way it is beginning now. People being called, I was called that, no, you have got dangerous weapons, so we needed to find out, no, you have done malicious damage, things like that, fishing for ideas. It is Actually, if at all I'm to move correctly, I must state correctly that the judge, the trial judge, made a very clear observation that the police are supposed to carry out investigations. There's no reason, if at all Anthony Waria or anybody, Trevor, or anybody in the Patriotic Front has made an offense, there is no reason as to why we should be detained before an investigation. Police must feel ashamed at certain times. They've been carrying people into these detention centers over flimsy charges, and they know too well that the stationery, the time, the human resource we are wasting would have been put to good use for the benefit of many Zambians across religious affiliation and across political affiliations.
Okay. Mr. Mwinde, thank you so much for coming through to KBN TV via a phone call. We do appreciate you being a part of Lunchtime Chat Show.
I'm grateful and humbled. I say thank you to the Zambian viewers out there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, viewers, that was Mr. Trevor Mwinde, the United Party for National Development Youth Secretary General. We had invited Mr. Benjas Wheeler, the National Youth League Vice Chairman for the ruling Patriotic Front. However, unfortunately, he has told us that he won't be able to make it due to some commitments beyond his control. I hope you enjoyed Lunchtime Chat Show right here on the finest television in Zambia, now showing in more parts across the country. I have been your host, Tapelo Joe Smata. Good afternoon and pleasant